So hey guys, welcome back to another stream of Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Fathers, with me, Supernautus. I've taken a couple of days off, obviously, over the Christmas period. Hope you've all had great times, got all the things you wanted, and had all the fun that you normally have with your families around about that time. So, yeah, back to Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Fathers. Obviously, we finished Just Cause the other day, so we'll be looking at other games to play on the Xbox over the next few days as well. Maybe something else tomorrow. I'm not sure what yet, but we'll get to that, I'm sure. But for now, let's just get on with what we were doing. Load up Gabriel Knight from where we were last time. Last time we were... well, it was the next morning after Malia came and visited us. So, there's a guy standing outside. We've looked at him before we finished last time. I think we read the newspaper, and I'm sure it was... let's take another look. Just to remember. Just to remind us what we were doing.
Time stated June 21st, 1993. Gabriel's eye is immediately drawn to an article about the voodoo murder.
Yeah, so the voodoo murders have been...
Gabriel decides
it's been shut down. The case is shut down, apparently. It's gang related as far as the police are concerned. But as we found out, a lot of the murder scenes were very much, definitely, voodoo related.
Sam hangs out at the Napoleon house.
And we've also got this about Sam Springleton, the master jeweler. We're going to talk to Grace now, and I think we already had the messages, but we'll speak to her just to be sure. So let's say hello. See what she's got to say.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
So, well, let's have a look at the various things. Ogun Badagris.
Does the name Ogun Badagri mean anything to you?
Or Badagri if you prefer.
No. Makes my skin crawl, though.
It's one of those names that's a little unsettling, isn't it? Oh, Damballa, maybe?
Ever heard of Damballa?
No, sorry.
She's never heard of it. Because she's not from around here.
Do you know anything about Veves?
Guess what?
Not a clue.
Not a clue, yeah.
Sorry.
What a surprise.
Ritual patterns used in voodoo.
Fascinating.
Can't
I
help you out, though.
though.
Yeah, well.
Do
What
you
about
know
animal
anything about
masks?
Animal masks?
I'd rather not
I
hear
think
about your sex life.
Safe to
now.
say. Yeah, I wouldn't really want to know much about it either, to be honest.
Do you know anything about a secret voodoo houndfall?
How would
In
she
New
know that?
Orleans?
I think so.
No, I don't, but it sounds dangerous. You're not going to try to find this voodoo group yourself, are
Oh,
you?
come on, of course he
Would
is.
I do that?
Of course he's going to try and find them himself. Just to fix one thing. Yes, so he's not going to do it himself. Absolutely
Do you know
not.
anything about black voodoo?
Black voodoo? Ugh, now what are you getting yourself into?
Well, black voodoo, obviously,
need to know
we've
about.
discussed that.
Do you?
I know there are dark forms of any major religion. Where there's a yin, there's a yang.
Of course.
Speaking of yin and yang,
But no, I don't know anything really about voodoo, dark or otherwise, sorry.
She know nothing.
are you
Apparently.
sure you don't know anything about black voodoo?
You are desperate. I told you I can't help you.
Yeah, she doesn't know, Gabriel. Come on, it's obvious.
Do you have messages?
Messages.
Your grandmother called. She said to remind you to stop by and go through your father's things.
Okay.
So we should do that. Go through her father's things. Any other
Do
messages?
you have messages for me?
That man from Germany called again. Wolfgang Ritter. Now he's
Ah,
claiming
Wolfgang
to be a relative
Ritter.
of yours.
Interesting.
He's claiming to be related. Well, that's interesting. Any other
Do you
messages?
have messages for me?
I've given everything to you.
Okay.
Can I get that phone number for Wolfgang Ritter?
Yeah, can I have his
I'll
number?
give it to you when we're done talking.
Oh, yeah, that's very helpful of you. And I need you to
Could you do some
research
research for me.
Sure, what?
into the
I have a
pattern
pattern I need you to research.
in the Veve. Because that's what we need to do.
How interesting. What is it?
It's
It's a
a
reconstruction
Veve.
of the tracings they found around the murder victims. The ones done in flour and blood?
Yuck. You shouldn't carry this kind of thing around. Who knows what these symbols mean?
I don't think it's
Well, wear
complete
your
yet.
little banishing gloves if you want, but check it out for me, would you?
I'll
Please.
see what I can find out.
She'll see what she can find out.
Anything else?
Probably not a great deal. I can't think of anything.
I can't think of anything.
Right, so we're going to go, as his grandmother
Here's that
wants
phone
him,
number.
Thanks.
to go and look through his father's things. So let's go and do that. I feel like we should do that straight away. So we'll exit to the world map. He'll put his coat on.
I've got some things I need to do.
Good luck.
Yeah. We have lots of things we need to do because this case has still not actually been solved. So we're looking for his grandma's house, I guess. I don't think it's on the map. I think I have to go to the Greater New Orleans map. Oh yeah, there we go. Grandma Knight's house. Let's go. Oh, ding dong. Or ding dong. No, sorry, that's not right. Don't listen to that. That's just silly.
I'm so
Just
glad you stopped
plain
by.
silly.
Oh, sorry it's been a while, Grandma.
Not at all. Give me a kiss.
Well. Yeah, he's not embarrassed by doing that
Now,
anymore.
come on, sit down. Tell me how you're doing.
Yeah, tell us all about your life. I think we just sat on her chair, didn't we? Who's that?
On the wall are portraits of Gran and Granddad when they were young. Gabriel's inherited some good-looking genes.
Is he wearing them now?
Granny likes soft lighting.
Sorry, that was a terrible joke. What we have here, we've got a knitting basket.
Gran's knitting. She whips through that stuff like there was no tomorrow.
Is there much around? Not much that we need to really look at, is there? There's a clock.
That clock has been in the Wright family, Granny's family, for centuries.
So she's in the Wright family. Well, okay. Let's have a chat with her. See what she can tell us. That's why the family
Just
tomb
fine, dear.
was
I'm
the
sorry I
Wright
bothered you
family
at
tomb,
work,
wasn't it?
but, I was hoping you'd get a chance to go through your father's things in the attic.
Don't be silly. You can call me anytime.
Okay, but first you have to tell us a few things about yourself and about the family and the like.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Voodoo? What an odd question.
I don't think
Luke.
she'll know much about it.
Of course, you always were interested in monster movies and all that other weird stuff. You get that
Yeah,
from
weird
your
stuff.
father and Granddad.
Sometimes weird stuff's the best stuff, you know?
Of course, it
I
was
feel.
very big in New Orleans at one time, but you don't hear so much about it these days. Too much else.
don't hear
in
so
the
much
world
about it
to
in New
worry
Orleans.
about, I guess.
You're probably right. Did you hear about these voodoo
What
murders?
can you tell me about the voodoo murders?
Oh, Gabriel, nothing. And I don't want to. I sometimes wonder what this world is coming to.
Well, you know,
Can you tell
it's
me
not
about
changed that
New
much, has it, really?
New Orleans is very southern, of course.
Just everyone
But
knows
not
about it
as
now.
much as it used to be when I was a girl. It's gotten much more influenced by the East Coast and that California.
That California stuff.
Still, it hasn't changed as much as other places, I reckon. We've always been happy here.
What can you tell me about
Is that right?
New Orleans?
My goodness, boy, you lived here all your life, just like me. I can't tell you much that you don't already know.
Surely she knows more things than, well, about things that we don't need to know about anymore, I
Tell me
guess,
about
maybe.
St. John's Eve.
St. John's Eve? I remember when I was a girl, we always had a St. John's
They always
Eve
had Mass on St. John's
The
Eve.
Mass was said at midnight, and we held candles.
That sounds...
One time, on the way home, we were waylaid by a large group of drunken revelers.
Is that what you were
They didn't
told?
hurt us, but I was frightened.
You were scared.
My father was furious. We never went to St. John's Eve Mass after that.
So St. John's Eve sounds
What can
interesting.
you tell me about St. John's Eve?
I haven't celebrated it in years, Gabriel. I'm sure
There
there's
you go.
still Mass in the more traditional churches.
Well, that's something
but
to learn about, isn't it? St. John's Eve. Marie
Ever
Laveau?
heard of Marie Laveau?
Marie Laveau. Oh, of course. She was that voodoo woman, wasn't she?
Yes, she was that
She
voodoo
preyed on
woman.
people's fears and superstitions is what I think. There are always those willing to take other people's money for nothing. You stay away from people like that, Gabriel.
I've got to stay away from
Yes,
voodoo
Gran.
people. But I like that song. Oh wait. Alright, let's learn about, does she know anything
Know
about
anything
snakes? She
about
probably doesn't like
snakes?
them, I would imagine.
Snakes? What kind of snakes, dear?
Oh, what kind of snakes, she
I don't know,
asks.
local kinds.
Well, we used to get cottonmouths in the park when I was a girl. but
Cottonmouths?
I haven't heard of one being sighted for years. Milk snakes and garter snakes are also around these parts, but they can't hurt
They can't
you.
hurt you.
Thanks, Gran.
That's more than enough.
You know
It's
anything
more than
about
more than we
animal
needed to know.
Why, no, dear.
Or was it? I
Do
don't
you
know.
mean Mardi Gras masks?
Never mind, Gran.
Well, I mean a little bit maybe.
Can you tell me anything about a secret voodoo hound for?
She probably doesn't even know what that is.
My goodness. What are you up to these days?
Oh,
But she
nothing,
knows what
Gran,
one is.
Really.
You better not be. You know you're the only family I have left.
I know, Gran. It's okay.
It's okay. Don't tell her about this, so this is a bad idea. Let's make her worry
I don't know much
more.
about any kind of voodoo, Gabriel.
But by asking her about black voodoo, she doesn't know what it is. She won't know what this means either. Be interested if she did.
Something without something, I think. Oh, my French is so rusty. I swear my mind is going.
No, it's okay. Thanks.
Yeah. What about this? Do you know what this is?
Anything you?
What, dear?
Never mind.
Yeah. I think we already knew the answer to that question.
What, dear?
Yeah, again.
Never mind.
What, dear? Do we want her to go on and on about herself? Well, why
Tell
not?
me about yourself.
Me? Surely you have something more interesting to talk about.
No, come on, Gran.
Yeah, tell us a few stories.
All right, dear. What do you want to hear?
What do you do all day?
What do you do
You
all
know
day? That's
how
an
I
interesting
love
one.
to knit and work in my garden.
He wants to know whether this retirement thing's what all it's cracked
But
up
it's
to
the
be.
only way to keep an old body like mine from stiffening up.
You're not old.
Oh, don't be foolish. I'm older
Of
than
course she
the
is.
hills.
You're an adult and she's your grandparent. She must be quite old. Well, these days, who knows?
Tell me about before you met Granddaddy.
Well,
You all know
you
what I'm
know, I was
saying.
born Rebecca Wright. My daddy owned a lot of land outside of town. We grew peas and corn and cotton, all kinds of things. It was a good childhood, but my father
Strict
was very
father.
strict. He didn't much let
Didn't
me
let her out of
eat
his sight. How did you meet
Tell me
Grandad?
how you met Granddaddy.
Oh, I met Harrison at a church revival. There was a traveling
Church
preacher
revival.
back then, a big fella named Reverend Jim. I even remember his slogan, "Come to me to find your way."
Yeah,
Your
okay.
granddad
Well, she did
was
then,
sitting
didn't she?
right behind me and my girlfriend Alma. And at one point, old Reverend Jim was flinging his hair around with his fine brimstone annex.
As they do.
And a piece of it, one of those small add-on dues for men, went flying off.
Add-on dues. A
I
wig, you mean?
swear, Harrison and I were the only ones that noticed.
You mean like a
We
wig?
both started laughing to beat
I'm
the
really
band.
confused by what that was.
Everyone looked at us like we were a couple of loonies. Oh.
It was then that she knew he was for her. Good. There's not really anything interesting to ask her there,
Oh,
is there?
nothing. Never mind.
All
But,
right,
but
dear.
obviously we have to ask about the family, because that's an important...
Tell me about our family.
Who would you like to hear about? Your granddad, your father, or your mother?
Well, yeah, Harrison Knight, I guess that must be his...
Tell me something about Granddaddy.
That's his granddad.
Your
Yeah,
granddad
'cause she said she met
immigrated to
Harrison.
America when he was 21.
Oh,
He walked his way through school, met and married me, and we had your father, Philip.
yes. And anything more?
Tell me something about Granddaddy.
Your granddad supported me and your father with bookkeeping. Oh, I'll tell you what, though, he hated every minute of it. Didn't really like bookkeeping one bit. Maybe
Like
that was
bookkeeping.
why he had the worst luck with jobs. Oh, the nights he'd come home afraid to tell me he lost another. And I'd tell
Didn't like
him
losing
it
his
didn't
job.
matter to me, but he felt ashamed, Gabriel.
Apparently lost his job a lot.
Tell me something about Granddad.
Anything more?
Nelson was only 36 when he died.
Goodness.
Your father was 8 years old at the time. Your granddad was hit by a streetcar.
So he's never met
in
his
the
granddad.
business district. It took me nearly a year to believe he was really gone.
Poor
I'm
lady.
sorry, Gran.
Oh, I know you are, dear.
We don't want to ask,
Tell me something
like,
about
exhaust.
Did you know that your granddad was a poet? He was. He wrote the most beautiful poetry for me when we were courting.
Good.
I always thought he should have done something with that gift, but he was such a practical man.
Didn't believe in
Didn't
chasing
believe in
dreams,
chasing
remember,
after
don't-
dreams.
Don't fall into that trap, guys.
Tell me about my
Follow
father.
your dreams as much
Your
as you
father
can.
was my only child. How we
If you can,
adored
obviously.
him.
Sometimes you don't have the
Tell me about my father.
financial
Philip suffered from terrible
ability to,
nightmares,
but
just like your granddad
keep going,
did.
keep pushing. I'm sure you'll
Oh,
get
they
there
were two peas in a pod.
if you try.
Tell me about my father.
When Philip met your mother, oh, it was love.
They were
at
married
first
2 weeks
sight.
later.
They were married 2 weeks later. Never looked at a girl seriously until then, and he looked at plenty.
Oh, well, there
you
you
have
go.
your father's way with women, Gabriel. And your granddad's.
What? Hang on a sec.
Tell me about my father.
Yeah, tell me
I
more.
wanted to just lay down and die when he and your mother were killed in that car crash.
8.
when You were only 8.
So he was 8.
It was the thought of
And
taking
his
care of
dad
you
died
that
when
kept
he was
me going,
8.
Gabriel.
Well,
The
that's interesting,
police
isn't
said
it?
Your father swerved off the road after being frightened by something. Perhaps a deer. in the
Maybe
road.
it's something from a Terry Pratchett novel. Octarine, the colour of magic.
Tell me about my father.
Your granddad wanted Philip to have a normal life. He was obsessed by that thought. He pushed Philip to go to law school, but Philip was driven to art.
Well, he chose
He
to.
painted almost in a daze.
Chose
He'd
to
get
do
so
something he was good
inside
at.
himself when he worked.
Still more.
Tell me
More
about my
questions. Can you not
He
ask something
always
slightly
hated
different,
that
though?
It was Margaret's money
So he's
that
just
supported
repeatedly
the
saying,
three of
"Tell me
you
about
in
my
his
father.
faith and goodness.
Tell me about my father."
I kept telling him, try something more cheerful, like a landscape or two. But
Well, yeah,
he
because his
couldn't
art's
do
driven
it.
by what he sees,
His
isn't
work
it?
was
Not by,
just too dark and disturbing for the
you know, obviously some artists, they go out and they just make things for money, don't they? He was obviously not commercial in his artistic pursuits, I guess. Anyway, let's find out about his mother.
Tell me about my mother.
Your mother was Margaret Templeton when your father met her. She came from a very wealthy Creole family in New Orleans. She was
A wealthy Creole family
beautiful
in New
and
Orleans.
reckless. She was madly in love with your father, of course, but I also think she liked to find her family.
So her family weren't in on the
Since
whole
you're
thing,
so
were they?
interested in family history these days, why don't you go by St. Louis Cemetery number 1 and visit the family?
Yeah, I've
tomb?
been there recently.
It would be such a sweet gesture.
It's just past the Ross tube, right? Oh, maybe I will.
Maybe I just will do that.
Tell me about my mother.
Just maybe.
Your mother's family refused to give her money after the marriage. All she had left was a modest trust
Fund
from
from her
her
great aunt.
who happened to like Philip.
Who liked her?
The remainder
his
of your
dad.
mother's trust fund became yours when she died. That's what you used to open your bookshop.
Yep.
Tell me about my mother.
More.
The
Tell me
Templetons
more.
are all
I
gone
must know
now.
more.
Every
Input.
last one of 'em.
Input.
Oh, they never wanted anything to do with
Input.
us, of course. What a waste.
Okay, so I think we've learned all we can here.
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
All right, dear.
We're gonna go and wander around. Let's have a look at this clock because it's
Granny
obviously
doesn't
got.
like anyone messing.
I'm not allowed to touch that apparently. Can I not do that?
Granny doesn't like.
Apparently, I'm not allowed to touch the clock. Okay. So we're gonna go up to the attic
I'm gonna go up to the attic, right?
to look at his
Be
dad's
careful of the
things.
dust.
And before I do that, I'm gonna go very quickly for a very quick bathroom break. I'll be back in just a few minutes. So we're back and let's get on with things. Gabriel Knight, he's in the attic. And we need to look at the things in the attic to see what there is of interest. There's a clock, first of all. Let's take a quick look at
An
that
elaborate
clock.
mechanical clock, probably of German origin, is among the discarded treasures of the attic.
Okay, can we look a bit closer at it maybe? Just to see what it is. What do we have? It's got like a drawer in it.
There's an interesting design in the base of the clock.
Almost looks like a handle there, doesn't it? Like a handle for some kind of drawer. What else is there? Oh, there's a keyhole.
A keyhole sits empty
For a
on
small
the
key,
side
I
of the
guess.
clock.
And what do we have? Got some symbols on this clock that I can't do anything with. Oh, we can move the minute hand. We can't do anything with these symbols, but what have we got? We've got a sword. It's like the sun. I can't really make out what that is. Oh, it could be like an angel. It's got wings and legs, I guess. If that's the sun, is that the moon? That's the sun. It could be like the sun eclipsed, I guess. That looks like a hangman's noose. And that, I can't really tell what that is. From here. Oh, maybe it's a dragon. Yeah, like some kind of dragon. Okay, well it doesn't look like we can do much with that right now because we don't have anything to put in a keyhole. Okay, well let's have a look at his dad's trunk full of stuff. See if there's anything worth having out of there.
Granddad's old stuff in here. Might be something interesting.
What have we got? Oh, we got a cross. Let's get that out of the way. What's this? There's a picture that we'll take a look at. No, I guess we won't. We're moving it. Oh, there's a key. Okay, so we found a key.
It's some sort of key.
Is there anything else in here? Some clothes.
Some old clothes, including a pair of leather shorts.
Well, lederhosen.
Called lederhosen.
There's a hat as well. There's a Stein. Or Stein, I don't know. You decide. That looks like a nutcracker. Some books.
More of Harrison Knight's German books.
Just what I need.
German books, eh? Got some letters
A
there.
bundle of letters. Love letters between Harrison and Rebecca.
I don't need those things. We've got a Bible. But nothing under it. There's some gloves there. And more clothes, and just the clothes again. But we did find a key. And I'm assuming that key is going to be for this clock. Because it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? So, we'll use that key. We'll try to use that key just to see if that's what it's for.
Nothing happened.
Oh, does it need to be a specific time, maybe? Oh! I wonder. I'm just remembering there was like the poetry, wasn't there? And I wonder... I think, if I remember rightly, there was the poetry, there was the poem. And I think if we set it to that time...
The key winds the clock.
Yeah, because there was the three dragons.
Granddad, you old fox.
The dry draken. The three dragons. That's what we wanted. Okay, so let's have a look and see what we've just picked up. We've got a
The
letter
letter is written in German.
in German.
Gabriel determines what he can about it. It was sent from a place called Schloss Ritter
Schloss
in
Ritter.
Ritterberg, West Germany.
Ritter.
The letter is addressed to mein Sohn Heinz and signed Wilhelm Ritter.
My son
One of the
Heinz.
reoccurring words strewn throughout the letter is the word Schattenjäger. The only
Schattenjäger.
other thing that Gabriel can decipher about the letter is a sense of urgency in the handwriting.
Sense
and
of urgency in the
heavy use
handwriting.
of a quill tip, bold strokes, and underlining.
Okay. That's interesting. And that was from Wilhelm Ritter. And we've also got, there was a picture too, wasn't there? Let's take a look at that.
The old photograph shows Gabriel's grandfather with two other men that Gabriel has not identified.
So, Gabriel's grandfather with two other men.
The back of the photo has the following written on it.
Schloss Ritter,
1925.
1925. Okay. That's interesting. Maybe we should go and, let's take a look at the letter as well, because we can actually look closer at stuff.
The letter is written
Oh
in
no, we can't.
It was sent from a
I was hoping
the
maybe we
letter-
could actually
one of
look at the
re-
letter.
The only other
But then again, you're not supposed to be able to read it, so I guess if you were able to look at it and it was in German and you read it, it might give the game away, or it might turn out to be full of nonsense. You know. Well, no, I suppose if they actually did write it in German, they'd probably be. Anyway, let's see what his grandmother makes of this letter. If she's got any inkling as to why he might have one from Germany.
Does this mean anything to you, Gran?
No, dear. I'm afraid I don't speak a word of German.
Doesn't speak any German. And poor French, but that's fine. What about the photograph? She'll know that it's his granddad in the photograph,
Does
at
this
least.
mean anything to you, Gran?
That one in the middle is your grandfather. Those other two, I don't know.
She doesn't know who they are. Okay, well, let's talk to her about some of the stuff we found.
Of course, my boy. How can I help?
Specifically, what is that Schattenjäger? Schattenjäger?
Have you ever heard of a Schattenjäger?
Schottenjäger? Schottenjäger. Oh, how odd, Gabriel.
She hasn't
I
heard
haven't
that word in years.
word in years. My goodness, you've given me a chill. Your granddad used to say that sometimes in his...
Oh, did he?
Really? Do you know what it means?
No,
No, I'm afraid not.
I didn't answer.
I asked him about it once. I don't think he answered me. Odd.
Huh. Thanks, Gran.
What else can you tell us? Heinz Ritter?
Do you know anyone named Heinz Ritter?
Heinz Ritter. Oh, Gabriel. Where did you hear that?
You heard
name?
that name?
I found a letter in Granddaddy's
Yeah,
car.
in that letter he showed you.
I promised I'd never tell you or your father, but I suppose it doesn't matter now.
Tell me, Gran.
Your granddad's name was Heinz Ritter before he came to America.
Okay,
He changed it to Hassanat legally when he arrived.
which is fine, he can do that if he wants, I suppose. What else?
Why did Granddad change his name?
I don't know. I tried to ask him about his family.
he wanted away,
his
didn't he? He was
life
trying to
before
escape.
America, but he didn't want to talk about it. He never even told me about his name change. I found out one day when I saw his passport in a drawer.
So that's the only
Since
reason
he
she
obviously
knew.
found it painful, I never questioned him about it. But I'm sure it wasn't trouble with the law. Your granddad was the best man I ever knew.
Okay. Anything else?
Didn't Granddad ever say anything about his past or his family?
Only that his family was crazy and that he never wanted to see
Crazy?
them again. He believed in some
Family curse.
thought that he could stave Philip and Philip's children from what he called old nightmares.
It's not got anything to do with
Whatever
why
else he
they
wanted to spare
seem to
you
die when their sons reach 8.
cost him plenty. He never did sleep well, and he would often get a far-away, guilty look in his eyes. He was wrestling with something he thought
Wrestling
he
with
should
something.
be doing, someplace he thought he ought to be. I
Okay.
don't know how he could think that he should be anywhere but with me and our child. It's a terrible way to live.
Well, yeah. It would be, wouldn't it?
Do you know anyone named Wolfgang Ritter?
Wolfgang Ritter? Oh, no, dear.
Huh. Odd.
As I said, your granddad's surname was
Yeah.
originally Ritter.
So presumably it's someone related. Well, okay, I think we've probably done everything we can here.
All right.
We'll go visit the family tomb like she suggested.
Take it easy on those women out there, will you, Gabe?
Women?
Well, he
You're
should.
my only girl, Gran.
Especially as he's trying to get involved with one that I think is quite dangerous. But let's go to the cemetery. So we gotta go back to the French Quarter for that. We're gonna go to the cemetery and visit the family plot, I guess, the family tomb. So we'll exit that way. This takes us to Malia Geddy's family's tomb that we saw her coming out of one time before. But we're gonna go down here somewhere.
Another ancient family tomb.
I'm sure it was down here.
Most of the plaster has
Is it not? There we go, the Wright tomb. That's her family name, the Wright family. The Wright family, not brothers. And there it is. So let's have a look at this.
DeMarco reads Franklin Wright.
Franklin
These are
Wright.
Gran's folks. I never knew them.
Okay, so does looking at anybody else mean
DeMarco
anything?
reads Merrill Planter Wright.
These are Gran's folk.
Okay, so... Oh, well there's Harrison.
DeMarco reads Harley Wright.
Gran's sister. She died young.
So her sister died. Everyone died.
DeMarco reads
Everybody
Harrison
dies.
Granddaddy.
His granddad, and that's his mum and dad.
DeMarco reads Philip Knight.
Daddy.
DeMarco reads
And that's his
Margaret
mum.
Templeton Knight.
My mother.
It gives us an option to talk to these, so I've got to see this.
Hey, Daddy.
So all we're doing is just talking to the
How's it going, Granddaddy?
that you never met,
Miss you, Mom.
obviously. But you know,
Oh,
his mum
shoot. Huh.
misses him.
Looks like someone left something in that vase.
Oh, and found something in a vase, I guess. Where? Let's take a look. See what's in it. I guess. What have we found? What have we found? Oh, there's money.
Looks
I'll be
like
having
it's
that.
my lucky day.
$20. Was it $20? I don't know. Let's take a look. Yeah, $20. $20. $20 bucks. Of the American variety. Well, that's exciting. I think that's all we're going to find there. Just some money. Well, I don't think there's much that we can do here. We just wanted to visit the tomb, look at it, and leave. But I'll tell you what. I don't actually know that there's much that we can do here. We need to phone that guy, that Ritter guy, I think, don't we? He left us a message to call him. Why can't I get out of here? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think we need to phone that Ritter guy now and find out what he's calling me about. Oh, there's the caretaker again. Yeah, so we'll go back to the store, because the other point of interest we had was to,
Hey kids!
Bruno, how nice.
there's that random guy outside too.
A customer.
Of yours? Hardly.
Oh,
How's the flower
no customer
business?
apparently.
Well, better than the used book business, I see.
Rare books.
That explains why I so rarely see anyone in here. Are you gonna sell me that wonderful painting of yours today?
Which one's that? The one on the wall there? For how
What would
much?
Oh,
you give me for it?
you're serious? You'll let me have
Maybe.
it?
Gabriel, don't you dare sell your father's painting.
Yeah, I'll let you have it all right. How much for the painting?
Well, I could give you 100. That's all I can let go at the moment, you know. My affairs are so tied up.
Gabriel, $100 for your
Eh,
painting?
Stay out of
Yeah.
this, Grace.
sure.
Fine. It's yours.
Gabriel!
Here's the 100.
I'll have that. Thank you very much. So we got $120 now. I don't know why we need money, but apparently we need money.
You better take good care of this, Bruno. This is not just another of your hip art pieces, you know.
Oh, he's one of those,
Really?
is he?
Well, I fully intend to make the most of its display. Though not for your sake, I'm sure.
Good chance of someone
At least
seeing
in
it
my
yet and
shop,
buying it
there'll
off
be a
him.
chance of someone
All he's
actually
going to do is
seeing
sell it on. For much more money. Much more money.
I believe I actually got it. Just wait until I show Sid.
Am I going to get berated now for selling
I
that
don't
painting?
believe you.
It's just a painting, Grace. There are things I have to do.
There are things I have to do. Okay, well, the first thing we have to do is we have to go in here and we have to use the phone. We're going to use the phone because we want to phone Ritter in Germany. Yeah, I know. I know. Oh wait, no, actually, hang on. I need to use his phone number, don't I? Like it was with the other thing, you need to use the phone numbers. Then it gives you the right thing. Now,
Didn't Grace say you had to dial 011 first to get international?
yes, you need to dial 011 and then the number. 109 324 3333 and dial. See what we get.
Sie haben Schloss Ritter erreicht.
I'm looking for Wolfgang Ritter.
Ja, einen Moment.
Einen Moment.
Gabriel on the phone?
This is Gabriel
Yeah.
Knight. Why are you calling me, Mr. Ritter?
I've been having premonitions of great danger for you, Gabriel. You must leave New Orleans this very day.
This
What
very
the hell are you
day.
talking about?
It is hard to explain on the phone. I have had dreams about
I
you.
had dreams about
It
me,
took me a long time to have you tracked down.
and you had to track me
I knew
down.
that Heinz
Okay.
had a grandson, but until these
Yes, you
dreams
knew that
started,
Heinz had a
I
grandson.
did not know if I should contact you.
You say you're related to my grandfather?
Yeah.
Heinz was my brother.
Oh,
There is much about the family.
so this is his brother then.
Come to Schloss Ritter in
But he didn't like them,
Rittersburg,
so
Germany. It is our family home.
yeah, I
We
can
will
just.
tell you
I'm sure that
everything
everybody
when
can
you
just
come. You must come
immediately
with
leave
me.
and go to Germany.
You are in great danger there.
Look, I appreciate the family spirit and all, but frankly, I don't know you from Adam. And I'm not going to fly off to Germany, even if I could afford it.
Oh, now I know what we need the money for.
If you won't listen,
It's just come to me.
please let me
So
send
if you
you
remember
something.
last episode,
It is a
we
journal from one of your
went
ancestors.
to the drugstore, the
Promise me
Dixieland
you will
drugstore,
read it. You are
and
the rest of our
we
lives.
wanted to buy
I'm
the
too
mask,
old to carry on. You are our last hope.
the animal mask.
For your family. Read the journal.
All right, I'll look at it.
How long is it going to take for me to receive the journal?
And come to me as soon as you can. Goodbye.
Sure, I'll come to you just as soon as I can. That sounds great. Why do I need to go to Germany? That seems a little out of the way for what we're doing. Well, I guess we're going to go, because I just realised what we need the money for. The guy that said I needed to give him $120 for the animal mask at the Dixieland drugstore. We're going to go and give him $120 for the animal mask. And there's a couple of other things we'll need to do as well.
I'm going out.
Don't hurry back on my account.
I won't. You've got nothing to do with anything. Or at least it's got nothing to do with the case. Really. So yeah, we'll go to the Dixieland drugstore and I'm going to buy myself
Hi.
a crocodile mask. That's what it was. Or is it an alligator? It's one of the two, you know. We've got 120 bucks. We're going to give him that. He's going to give us a crocodile mask.
I have $120. You still want to sell that crocodile mask?
Mm-hmm.
That's 120 sure enough. That mask is yours, sir.
Well, thank you so much. That's great. But now he hasn't got a mask. But we have a gator mask.
Careful it don't bite you now.
Oh, hopefully it won't.
Yeah, thanks.
Now, don't you go forgetting your lagniappe. A free bottle of Master Gambling Oil.
The sign said I could get Lady Luck oil instead.
Well, I was thinking a man as young as you wouldn't be needing that kind of remedy. But, you's having problems with your...
Yeah, I don't think he is. Master Gambling
That's all
Oil,
right.
you say?
Believe me, I don't need it. I'll just stick with this.
Right, now why did we
Thanks,
take note of that weird guy's jewellery
'Cause
place?
it ain't none of my business if you do need it now, huh?
I know
I
why.
don't need it.
Oh,
Remember,
of course
we made like an impression of a piece of jewellery, didn't we? Like a snake thing. I wonder... Maybe that's what I need to do. I need to be preparing to, you know, go into that Houndfor. Houndfor, is that what it's called? Yeah, I think so. Well, let's go. I think it was here, Napoleon House, which is where this guy hangs out. Oh, some lovely music. There's that guy with the drums again. Always a guy with drums. There's an unhappy man there. We've got a bartender, a woman on a date with a man, and two men playing. But these guys have names. I'm assuming we might know them, but I don't really know. Got the drummer out there, weirdly. Let's talk to the bartender. He's always... Sure, the bartender's always the best person to speak to.
Could I ask you a few questions?
Sure. I'm not too busy at the moment.
So I guess we really want to know about the... Oh, well, let's ask him about voodoo
What
first.
can you tell me about voodoo?
Voodoo? Don't believe in it myself.
Well, I mean, it
invented a drink
exists.
once called Laveau's Tomb, but it wasn't very popular. Some people do believe, though. Even some of our regulars here at Napoleon House.
Do they? Well, that's good to know. Tell me about your
What can you
patrons.
tell me about your regulars in here?
See those old guys at the
I don't really
chess
think I need to
table?
ask him about
That's
everything.
Sam and Marcus. They've played there every day for 20 years. Sam, the one with the purple jacket,
Sam and
he's
Marcus.
lost every one of those games.
So
It's not that he's a
he
bad
never
player.
wins.
I've seen him beat guys twice as good as Marcus. But
So, alright, so
has
Marcus
Sam
is like
so
a
psyched out, he loses
super
his
chess
nerve
player.
every time. By the way, Sam, the chess player, he's into that voodoo stuff.
Oh.
He's always talking about spells and gree-gree and such.
Okay.
Really? Thanks.
That's interesting to know. Anything else? No, that's all. Seems to be all he wants to tell us about patrons of the bar. But hey, Sam and
So what
voodoo.
has Sam told you about voodoo?
Well, about 50 years ago, Sam was too shy to talk to this pretty girl he was in love with.
Okay.
He went to a voodoo-ien and had her make him a love charm.
Like,
It was a little pouch
so that's
that
a
he had
female
to bury
practitioner
under
of
the girl's
voodoo, I
front
guess.
porch. Well, he buried the pouch, and the next day he went up and talked to the girl. And sure enough, she didn't reject him.
what does she do instead?
Now she's his wife, poor guy.
Oh, the poor guy? Why'd you say that? I think we learned everything we can from him because nothing important seems to be there. So let's speak to this Sam guy about his voodoo situation. Actually, you know,
Excuse me, I hate to
I wonder
interrupt
about
the
that
game,
Master
but
Gambling
can I
Oil.
ask you a few
Maybe he needs
questions?
that.
What game? This ain't a game, it's a slaughter.
He's right, you know. So let me die in peace, would you?
But I wonder if he'd want this. Because it might help him
Got
win.
a second, Sam?
Or he might think it's going to
It's
help
about
him
a
win.
game.
I don't have a game, that's my problem. Don't you touch those chess pieces while I'm gone, bastard.
I ain't never needed to cheat yet, you lose.
Mm.
Thought you might be interested in this gambling oil.
Oh yeah,
Let me see that. Master Gambling Oil. What's it for?
to master gambling. And it's oil. Marcus uses it. Oh yeah, let's do that.
Don't you
Marcus
ever
uses
wonder
it.
why Marcus wins every time?
Whoa, hold it. You really think Marcus uses this stuff?
Would I make something like that up?
Yeah.
Get out of here. Marcus would never use something like this.
Well, if that's what you want to believe.
Oh well. It's powerful voodoo oil.
This is a powerful voodoo oil.
Ah, go on. Really?
Yeah. Oh, it could make a nun get lucky. I like that. That sounds cool.
Make a nun get lucky.
Plays to his
Really? You think
superstitious
it really works,
ideas.
I'd stake my reputation as a novelist on it.
And you say Marcus uses this. That explains a lot. Let me see that bottle.
Okay. So it's all about
This
creating
looks
positive
authentic.
thinking in the
Oh,
guy,
it
isn't it?
If I could really beat that bastard. Stonewall, give me a Pim's cup, would you?
Coming up, Sam.
See if you can win. See if you can beat him.
How much you think I ought to put
Surely he must realise if the guy's not interested in voodoo, maybe he doesn't use voodoo spells.
Ha! There's no such thing as too much. Now stand
Well,
back.
there is, you see. There is such a
Come
thing
on
as too
already.
much,
I'm
in
ready to
fact.
checkmate.
We'll see about that, Mr. Smarty Big Mouth.
Mr. Smarty Big Mouth. That's an insult for you to remember to use in future.
Checkmate! Checkmate, you bastard!
I got him. He got him.
20 years I've been waiting to say that.
Yeah,
Checkmate,
20 years.
checkmate, checkmate.
And I never has to play him again.
You are the biggest butthead, Sam Singleton, that I have ever met.
The biggest butthead he's ever met.
Checkmate!
You can just put that chessboard where the sun don't shine.
He's a really bad loser, isn't he?
I did it! Yippee!
He's actually a really bad loser.
Nice game.
Nice game. Hell, I was brilliant. Of course, I gotta
Yeah,
give
you
some
finally-
credit to that oil of yours. I've been losing to that guy for 20 years. If you ever need a favor, you come.
Funny you should say that.
Will do.
I think I could do with a favour. Which is, where's that mould that we made of the... Did we not? We made a mould. Yeah, a mould of the bracelet. There we go. Maybe he can make something out of that.
Could you do anything with this?
What is this? A clay mold? Well, I am a jeweler, you know.
You can
And
pick that
I owe
up
you one.
from maybe, or will you just give it to me?
Passes for you?
If you can.
I suppose you need
You
time.
got it, pal. Actually, it'll be a pleasure to get my tools out. First time in years. I've
Wait,
too
he's been
busy
playing
that
chess and
goddamn game. I'll have the bracelet
neglecting
later
his
today.
working
Right now, I feel like I could do anything.
abilities.
Meet me here in a few hours.
Can I have it later today? That's pretty quick, isn't it? He'll give it to me later today. Right, well the next thing we really need to do, we need to talk to Mr. Mosley about why he closed the case, because we know that it's definitely voodoo related. He might believe otherwise now, but he's wrong. So we need to make sure he doesn't close the case, because that would be foolish. So let's get inside and let's go and talk to Mosley. Don't know how much good it's going to do. If he's decided he's closing the case, that'll be it then, won't it?
Knight, hate to tell you this, but you're out of a book.
I'm out of a book.
Voodoo murders
That's what they're
cases.
saying. I'm out of a book.
I had a feeling you were
I'm out of a
gonna
game
say that.
actually, but
Son of a bitch.
okay. But you're wrong. So let's find out why he closed it.
To tell you, bud, I'm pretty pissed off about this case being closed.
Yeah,
You
big
guys are making
mistake.
a big mistake.
Hey, I'm not any happier about it than you are, Knight, but I've got my orders.
Alright, so somebody made you do it. Somebody made you close the case. Well, why don't you just reopen
How
it
can I
then?
convince you to reopen the case?
Yeah, let's get down to brass
Department's
tacks.
not interested.
So, couldn't you make them interested?
With what? I got 7 bodies and still no leads. The voodoo angle's worthless, and besides, these people aren't hurting anybody but out-of-town drug dealers and hitmen.
The voodoo stuff is not worthless. It's the key to the whole thing.
Yeah,
And
turns
these
out it's
people
not
are
fake voodoo.
dangerous. They need to be stopped.
Okay, you want me to reopen this case? Prove what you just said.
Okay, so that's all I
What
need
do
to
you
do.
You need to prove that there's a legitimate voodoo cult in Narland.
Well, how am I going to
Prove
do
that
that?
they're a threat. Get me a lead on the cult.
Okay,
How can I
I already told
yeah.
you. You still need to prove that there's a legitimate
Prove
voodoo
there's a
cult
legitimate
in
cult.
Narland. Prove that they're a threat.
If they're a threat,
Get me a lead on
and
the
get them,
cult.
I mean, you know, if they exist, And they've been doing these murders. It's pretty obvious they're a threat. Okay, so that's what we need to do. We need to find some leads that will allow us to reopen the case. But if there's pressure already on him to close the case...
Well, I'll be seeing you.
Strikes me that it's going to be a little difficult. Okay, well let's... There is another thing we needed to do. If I remember rightly. Because we need to go to Jackson Square. Let's go to Jackson Square, I believe. And what we're looking for... Can't remember where it is. There's the only trouble. There's like a kind of overlooking area that has...
Hey, Crash, wait up.
Crash only
Crash.
looks scared and keeps walking.
Okay, so he doesn't want to talk to us. Well, there we go. We obviously need to talk to him. So he's running away again. Why is he running away? Who knows? Is there anything up here? No, that's not where we want to be. Get out of here. Get out of the church. Is that the right place? I'm just trying to think. There's like a place, there's like an area overlooking this, I believe. Because he's not going to let us talk to him for some reason. I'm sure there's something else that we can look at here. Let me just go out to the map again. Oh yeah, there we go. That's what I was supposed to do. I remember now. Because if we look at the binoculars, we've got that guy that we're trying to follow and he wouldn't talk to us.
That's Crash. What the hell
I
is
can
he
look
up
at
to
him there.
with that drummer?
Crash Bandicoot. Okay, but what does
Crash
that really...
and the drummer.
What does that tell me? Does that tell me something new? Can we use any of the other binoculars? Nothing. What about that one? Does that one show us anything interesting? I'm guessing probably not. It was probably just that one thing. Yeah, that's just a patch of grass. Apparently there's no one else there though, which is interesting enough. Considering there were lots of people there a moment ago. And we can hear music being played. Oh no, there we are. The band. Well, I think that's pretty much all we needed to do. All we were doing here was just... It would appear looking to see... You know, to catch him doing that. Let's go see if our jewellery's been made yet.
Sam, my man.
Hey
Yes,
there,
Sam.
it's you. I got that bracelet for you.
Okay.
This piece was a real toughie.
Very
For
tough.
some reason, the metal just wasn't setting. I must be out of practice.
He's out of practice.
Looks good to me. Thanks, Sam.
No problem. By the way, I'm heading out of town tonight.
Yeah?
Oh well.
Well, too.
Marcus used to tell me that if I ever beat him at chess, he'd take me around the world.
Oh, that's why
The
he's a
old
sore
bastard has enough money
loser.
stuffed
Now
in
I
his mattress to cover the federal
understand.
deficit, and he hates spending a penny of it.
Because now he's going to have to spend
I'm going
money
enjoy
to
watching
take
him
his
squirm through every
friend
mile.
Sounds like fun.
around the
Good
world.
luck.
Are you kidding?
Now
Fuck is
we know
my
why he
middle
was
name.
unhappy. Well, you say Luck's your middle name, but it took you 20 years to beat a guy at chess. Who you probably could have beat quite easily. But you didn't. Well, at least now we've got the jewellery. Let's go to the cathedral. Because we do want to find out about Crash, and he likes to hang about this area. And look, there he is. You could hear him coughing before we even got here. Let's talk to him.
I need to talk to you. Ask you some questions.
No way, man. I'm too sick.
He's too sick to answer
Come
questions.
on. I have to know what you know about these voodoo people.
You don't know nothing about nothing, man. You are so far out of it, you wouldn't understand anything. Just like that
Yeah,
friend
Mosley.
of yours, Mosley.
Well, I might understand some of it if you'd let me
I'm
speak
not
to you.
like Mosley. I know more than you think I do. I'll believe you.
Oh, forget it,
Yeah.
man. It's not worth my breath.
Okay, well, what about if I show you this, which is a symbol of like the voodoo group or whatever?
Do you recognize this?
Yeah, look at this snake.
Where did you get that?
Why? Do you know something about it?
Yeah,
Know something about it? Look at this.
what am I looking
Crash
at?
opens his shirt and reveals
Oh, he's got a tattoo
It's the same. The same
of
snake.
the same snake. Okay,
It's
fair
their
enough.
sign, man.
Why?
The bark of the snake.
Why
Without it,
does he
they'll
have
never
the
let you
mark
get
of the
close.
snake on him?
The sign of the snake. Right. Your tattoo. My bracelet. Now do you believe that I know something about these people?
All right, yeah. You know about them.
A lot of coughing.
Yes.
Wonder what's wrong with him.
Will you answer some questions for me now?
Oh, maybe he's going to trust me now. Is that what he's
Okay,
saying?
I'll talk to you. A little, but make it fast.
Make it fast. Okay, well, let's find out about the salient points first. Voodoo.
Look, take some advice. Stay away from this voodoo shit. You don't really want to know, man. Believe me. Do yourself a favor and leave me alone.
Okay, well, that's good, but
Tell
how
me
far?
what you know about a secret voodoo hound for New Orleans.
Oh, man. Shut up about that.
He's not going to tell
Can't
me,
you
is
see
he?
I'm sick? Are you trying to kill me?
What's wrong with you?
I saw you talking to that drummer. What did you tell him?
You saw me with the drummer? Nobody's supposed to see. Oh, shit. I blew it again.
You blew it again.
Promise you
You
won't say
certainly
nothing
did.
to no one. It'll get back to him. Everything does.
Promise you won't
Promise
tell
that you won't
anyone.
Tell anyone you saw me.
Okay, but you have to tell me everything I want to know.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I was sending a message, man. They have these Rada drummers posted around the quarter. They see
Okay.
everything, and they report.
These guys are
Boy,
reporting.
how?
The drums, man. It's some
Was
kind
it like
of code.
Morse code? Because we saw quite a lot of those around areas that we've been to.
Tell me what you know about a secret voodoo hound for New Orleans.
All right. This is underground cartel in Nolans.
An
Voodoo
underground
cartel.
cartel.
They control
Voodoo
everything
cartel.
that happens on the street. I mean, everything that's bought or sold.
Absolutely everything?
They have fingers in the legit world too. Banks, foreign stuff, you name it. There's supposed to be this temple. What you said, a hound for. That's their headquarters, man. I heard
Okay.
people say it's underground, somewhere in the quarter. I don't know where though.
So it's somewhere
Have you ever
underground
been
in the
there?
quarter, but he doesn't know.
No. I've
And he's
never
never
been,
been
in it.
there because
I'm nobody, man.
he says he's
A
a
runner.
low-level hustler,
I saw them once,
I guess.
out at the lake. They became animals, man. Beasts. I remember
They
the
became
eyes.
animals?
The eyes.
Hey, are you okay?
No, he's
The
not.
eyes. The eyes of the snake.
I think I should go get a doctor. Hey, are you all right?
You got a doctor?
Someone! I need help!
What's going
The
on?
eyes. The eyes of the snake.
Wait, what's happening to him?
Crash?
And done badly, let's say that before he dies.
Once more, then dies as Gabriel
died?
watches.
Oh my god. Poor
Okay.
bastard.
It's interesting. It's let's have a look at him. That's weird. How did he die? He just died all of a sudden? Got blood coming out of his nose. And there's the snake tattoo. Oh yeah, let's make a copy of that. We go to our sketch pad, wherever it is. It's what we've been using to sketch things over the last little while. So we'll sketch
I
that
guess I'd better
tattoo.
copy this tattoo.
What else can we see?
Crash's face shows signs of strangulation.
Strangulation?
His death was not a pleasant one.
Oh, what strangled him? His t-shirt?
Moving the body is the job.
I don't understand. Was it his shirt that did that? Did the snake move up his body and choke him? Maybe it did. Okay, so let's get out of here then. I don't think there's much we can do. We probably don't want to be here when the police arrive. If we can help it. There's the drummer. Maybe we shouldn't let him know that we know. Let's just get out of here. Let's leave as fast as possible.
It's getting late. Gabriel decides to
And
go
it's the end of the
home
day
for
as
the
well anyway, so... Okay, well there goes his assistant. Oh, we got a phone call.
Hello?
Who's he
It's
phoning?
me. I can't sleep.
Oh, me neither.
Can I...
Yes. Come.
Okay. So I'm going... Wait, so he's called Mally and he's gone to her house? Well, we're on to the 5th day, I believe, now. No motorcycle. So he did go then. Day 5. What's the subtitle on this? The road was blocked, the truth was shunned, the white flag had been waved, reversal cost me all I had, and everything I'd braved. And here we are. She's here to pick up the newspaper and open the door. And here's Gabriel. Do like a full U-turn right in the middle of the road. Just so nobody spotted him doing that. So okay, what's Grace gonna say to us? Oh, coffee time.
Are you okay, Gabriel?
Oh, yeah, just fine.
Great. Why?
I'm worried about you.
If I were any better, Grace, I'd be
Yeah.
dead. Now what's up?
I think he's being a little bit
You got another package.
not
this
serious
morning,
there, put it this way.
overnight from Germany.
Oh, good.
I was expecting that. Where is it?
Well, it kind of came
I
over.
don't know how we got an overnight delivery from Germany. That's some
There was a letter
crazy
from your
fast
grandpa
delivery
Wolfgang
times.
And a journal.
The package just came open, huh? How'd you like the job?
Someone has to look after you. You're in trouble, in case you didn't know.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, you've been
whatever.
reading my horoscope again, haven't you, Grace?
Just read the journal carefully, Gabriel. Please.
So we're gonna read the journal carefully, but there's a phone call first.
St. George's books. Oh, Professor Hartridge. I'm glad you called. Did you? Oh, you did. You did. But wait, slow down.
Slow down.
The agree. Really?
The
You think that's
agree.
them? Wheel within a wheel. Ogun bad agree, huh?
Looking bad agree,
Well,
yeah.
That does sound like it.
That sounds like
the
it.
snake. That's the wavy pattern at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The 1791 slave revolt in Santo Domingo.
Interesting.
Well, why would the Veve show up there? Uh-huh. Okay. Look, I'll come over.
So we're
as
gonna
soon
go
as
over
I
there,
can,
I guess,
okay?
and
Relax, Professor. I'm
see what we
excited
can
too, but
do.
You're gonna give yourself a heart attack. Okay, thanks. See ya.
Okay.
I wish you'd tell me what's going on. I swear you're gonna step into a hole you may
I'm
never
sure we'll
out
get out of it, don't
be
worry.
so worried. No one knows what I'm doing. I'm perfectly safe, and I'm getting some great stuff for the book. Besides, there's something about all this.
The dreams, yeah, with like
What
the
about your dreams?
people turning into animals and
I'll be careful. I promise.
all that kind of thing.
Did you find out anything about that pattern I gave you?
Oh yeah, let's find out what she
I
found
did
about the
find
Vivi.
something. I checked the microfiche at the public library. I found an article about a
Murder in
in
1810.
The newspaper published part of a pattern found around the body.
It looks
Damn
close.
close.
You're incredible. All that work.
Forget it.
Yeah. Some crazy good work. Well done. Well done. So, what I want her to do now is I do want her to
Got a minute?
do some
What's
more
up?
research for me. Which is about those
do some
drummers. I want to
research
find
for
out what
me?
kind of code they're
Sure,
using.
what?
Could it be Morse code or...
Could you research Rada drums for me?
Rada drums? Sure. I don't think we have any books on that topic in the shop, but I'll contact our suppliers.
Yeah.
Assuming any of them will extend you any credit.
Well, you know, that might be difficult. I don't know. Depends how bad he is in terms of credit. Is he really bad?
Anything else?
Never seems to have a customer in the shop. No, I think that's it.
I can't think of anything.
That's all we needed to know, really. I know, nothing else. But let's have a look at the newspaper as we always do. See what it's got to say to us today. Plus sometimes it gives us some clues.
Times dated June 22nd, 1993. Disgusted with the state of the voodoo
Well, yeah, the voodoo murders case is gone, so what's his horoscope say? Death.
The shadow upon you is no longer reversible.
Shadow is no longer reversible. It's a really nice thing, isn't it? It's the 15th annual Dixieland Duce Jazz Festival. That's exciting, I guess. Not that we're doing that, but, you know. That guy is still there.
This guy's really starting to bug me.
Yeah, why is he still there? He's one of those Rada drummers, isn't he?
They can see us.
They can see us? Who's they? Is this one of those nebulous theys that people are always talking about? Anyway, where's this package? There it is. Is that the package? No. Where's the package? Where's the package? Is it through here? Should put it in here somewhere? I want to see that package. Where is it? That sounds horrendous. I just realised what I was saying. I'd like to see the package. But honestly, where is it? Oh, did she give it to me maybe? Is that what it was? No. Well, there we go. This is Gunter's journal, I guess. Yeah.
Gabriel reads through the pages.
That's what we want.
Marked. He reads of Gunter Ritter's journey to Charleston as a witch hunter, hired by the townsmen to solve a series of ritualistic murders.
Ritualistic
he
murders?
Reads about Gunter's meeting with the beautiful slave woman, Tetelo.
Tetelo?
Tormenting urges for her.
Well, that was one of
He
the...
reads of their physical union and passion, and
One of the
Gunter's
Loa, isn't it?
investigation into the murders. The victims were all crew members on a certain slaving expedition to Africa, it seems. The second to the last entry describes Gunter's plan to set a trap for the coven committing the murders.
Set a trap for the coven.
He found a name on one of the surviving members of the crew. A man now living in the West Indies. Gunter has spread a false
What's his
rumor
name?
that the man is returning to Charleston. He himself will impersonate a
Okay.
sailor and allow himself to fall into the hands
So that was
of
his
the
plan.
coven. Naturally, Gunter has arranged for able-bodied assistants to follow and attack the coven before they can
Well,
do
obviously.
him harm.
Ballsy son of a bitch, wasn't he?
Gabriel turns to
Certainly
the
seems to
final
be the
entry
case.
of the journal.
We have a full account of Gunter's last case on the graphic novel, available from the title screen. Well, there we go. Dear Father, I offer these final words as apology for the harm done to our sacred office. The woman I wrote of, Tetelo, was the witch I sought. I committed terrible crimes. I loved this witch, then used our sacred family power to free her and aid her in destroying this colony. The talisman is gone. Tetelo took it. I can but pray for the swift recovery of the talisman. And this, my punishment in hell, will be long and bitter. Thy undeserving son, Gunter. Exciting. But there was also a letter, she said. So let's take a look at that.
Wolfgang's letter says,
Dear Gabriel,
Let's listen.
please read the enclosed journal carefully. It might help you understand your family's special obligations and our current predicament. God be with you.
Okay.
Uncle Wolfgang.
Okay, well that's all exciting. What we need to do now is we need to go and speak to the professor who obviously studies voodoo and things. It was at the university, wasn't it? No, tell her you're going out again.
See you later.
See ya.
That's a little different. He doesn't usually say that, does he? Okay, so we're going to the university campus, which is there, to visit the professor. Where is he? Oh, that's his office. I guess we'll go there, since he's not in his studio.
Hey, Hartridge, what's the good word?
He's not answering.
Hartridge?
Oh my goodness.
Oh God,
He's
not
died.
again.
What can we find? Let's take a look at his desk. He must have some information.
Damn, this is his notepad.
Top sheet of his notepad's gone. But if we... but we can use an old trick to do it, can't we? Just scrub away.
Hartridge's notes. This must
His
be
notes about the
baby.
baby. So let's take a closer look at those.
Thank God Hartridge was a doodler.
Yeah, he was a doodler. So it looks like we got some pretty decent information out of that. Well, there's not really anything we can do here. If the professor's dead, we just gotta get out of here.
Before leaving the university, Gabriel notifies
Yeah,
campus security about
good plan.
Hartridge's body.
Hey, let's see if we can... Back in the French Quarter, there was somebody who wasn't going to be available till today. Magentia Moonbeam. So she's somebody we need to speak to.
Welcome, Seeker. You must be the one Dr. John called me about.
I guess so. My name is...
Wait! Gabriel Knight.
Yeah, he told you that, didn't he?
Actually, Dr. John told me. You have come to the right place, Mr. Knight. Tell me how I can help.
Tell me how she can help. Tell her how she can help. Well, what do you have around, first of all? Ask the Loa machine. Oh, she's got a snake in a cage.
A large, sluggish snake rests on the floor of the fancy bird cage. Apparently, Magenta is not a fastidious housekeeper.
Okay.
The shed skin
Oh,
shares
it's a
the
skin.
cage with its original
Do
owner.
you get the feeling that we might need the skin? If it's been pointed out to us. Well, let's talk to this woman.
you a few questions?
Of course, Seeker.
Of course, Seeker. Interesting. Tell me what you can about voodoo.
My practice is mainly selling charms and potions with magic power, such as gree-gree and voodoo oils.
Gree and voodoo oils.
Everything from unrequited love to wandering spouses to winning a lawsuit.
Okay.
But my spells and charms are powerful, and they work.
Okay, very good. What else?
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Much of a voodoo-ien's work is protecting her clients
A
from the
voodoo
spells of
yen, is that
others.
definitely the right...
I make special protective gree-gree to be worn in secret. They keep evil spells from working against my clients.
Lore?
What can you tell me about voodoo?
The recipes for voodoo charms have been handed down from master to apprentice for centuries.
Good. Anything
What
else?
can you tell me about voodoo?
I have told you all it is proper for you to know, Mr. Knight.
Okay. What about the voodoo
What do you know
murders?
about the voodoo murders?
Why, that has nothing to do with me and my clientele.
Does it not?
But I can tell you that you should stay as far from it as possible. There is
Yeah, something
badness
tells me she
there.
might
Very bad.
be trying to tell us, get away from this or else.
So you don't think the voodoo aspects of the case are fake?
Fake? Let me tell you about fake. If I get information through the grapevine and make use of it, Is that fake? No. That is part
What?
of a voodoo
Someone gives you
man's
information
power.
and then you pretend you
If
got it
people
from a
don't
spirit.
believe, there's not much I can do.
Well,
But if they do believe,
people have been doing it for a
that
long
is part
time,
of
but
my power too. But there are things, monsieur. Things not even a little bit fake, I can tell you. Believe it or not, but stay away from
stay
it.
away from it. She really doesn't want
do
me
you
near
mean?
that, does
Do
she?
you know something about the case?
I work hard on fine-tuning my spiritual antennae, Monsieur Knight. And I get a
Clear
signal
sign.
from that direction.
Beware.
Beware.
Yeah, I think she protests just a little too much.
What can you tell me about Nolans?
Yeah.
Nolans is the center of voodoo practice in the United States.
Yeah. Well, that was exciting news.
What can
Anything
you tell
else?
me about Nolans?
It is a fascinating
What can you tell me
city
that I didn't already know?
with
You've
many
probably asked,
dark
in all honesty. More?
What can you tell me about Nolans?
It is my favorite place
It's
in
our
the
favourite
world.
place in the world. Do I want to ask her about snakes? Yeah, okay.
Do you know anything about snakes?
Snakes? You mean like my beloved Grimwald?
Grimwald.
She's a python, you know.
She's a
Quite deadly in the
python.
wrong hands. I was trained by one of the great voodoo queens to learn how to hypnotize and handle
Hypnotize
snakes.
and handle snakes. Oh, very good.
Tell me more about snakes.
Yeah, what else can you tell me?
I wouldn't want to give away my trade secrets.
She doesn't want to tell us anything more about snakes. What about St. John's Eve?
What's the significance of St. John's Eve?
St. John's Eve. It is
greatest
the greatest
night
night of the voodoo,
Of the voodoo year.
There is always a traditional conclave on St. John's Eve. Most of our voodoo churches these days hold functions in the church hall.
They hold
But
functions in the
old
hall.
days, they had ceremonies out in the wild. They wore animal masks.
Animal masks,
and had a
bonfire.
huge
That's his
bonfire
dreams.
And dancing. I used to go when I was an apprentice. Sometimes in the swamp, you know, Bayou St. John. Sometimes at the lake, Lake Pontchartrain.
Okay.
Do you have any idea?
Let's see if she knows what this means.
means?
No, I don't.
Yes. Yes, you do.
Do you know anything about Bebe?
I don't know anything about that.
Come on, you're a voodoo practitioner and you don't know anything about some of these things.
Do you know
Seems
anything
unlikely.
about Marie Laveau?
Oh yes, she was the first of the great
Was she?
voodoo queens.
Surely there was someone before her.
Tell me about the animal masks.
Yeah.
I saw them used once or twice when I was younger, but you don't see them much anymore.
You don't see them much.
They're too close.
Too
Too close
close.
to what?
Just bad karma.
Bad karma. Okay. Hound for?
Do you know anything about a secret voodoo houndful?
There are many voodoo churches in Nolans, no?
Yes, but have you heard of a secret voodoo houndful?
Wherever did you hear such a ridiculous story?
No such thing,
There is
guys.
no such thing.
No such thing. And she's a practitioner of voodoo. She
Do you know
knows.
anything about black voodoo?
It is the oldest, darkest heart of
Darkest
voodoo.
heart of voodoo. Okay, more.
Do you know anything about?
There's not enough
black
information.
voodoo?
There are some things it's better not to know about,
I
Monsieur.
don't think she's going to tell me much about that, is she? Lagoon Badagrease?
Does Ogun Badagri mean anything to you?
I don't know anything about that.
She doesn't know anything about that, apparently.
Have you
Voodoo
ever heard
practitioner.
of Damballa?
I don't know anything about
She doesn't
that.
know anything about Damballa. She's a snake. And she's full of shit. Sorry, did I say that? I mean, she's full of spit. It's obviously not what I said. Never mind.
Have you ever heard the word Schottenjäger?
I don't know anything about that.
She didn't know anything about that. Or she doesn't want to
Tell
tell
me
us
about
anything
yourself.
about that.
Yes? What would you like to hear?
Well,
How did you
what
get
is
into
your
this
business? How did you get
I
into it?
trained in the voodoo arts for many years with the great Queen Tabitha.
Tabitha.
Really? Who's she?
You have never heard of her? For shame. I can see you know little of the world of magic.
Try not
I'm
to
beginning to get that impression, yes.
keep myself around nonsense too much, you know.
What kind of people come to see you?
Idiots.
Seekers
I mean,
after the truth.
yeah, seekers after the
such
truth,
as
of course.
yourself.
Did I say that out loud? Do you have any hobbies?
Do you do anything else?
You know, Pilates,
I'm a voodooian. That is
tennis,
plenty. It takes much spiritual effort.
mung beans.
How many voodooians
I don't
are
know.
there?
No one knows exactly.
Quinoa, maybe?
Many practice in secret. There are probably hundreds. But of course, the level and the
So many
power of
plants
the
growing in this building.
voodooians differ greatly, depending on their training and natural gifts.
Of course. Of course. Okay.
I can't think of anything.
I don't want to ask her to just
Very
give me a
well.
random anything, you know.
Give me an example of Grigri.
Yeah, Grigri.
All right, here's an old one. Take a lodestone and some brimstone. to
Lodestone
a
and brimstone.
crossroads at
Crossroads.
midnight. Light the brimstone with a match. A spirit will come and give you advice in gambling.
Is it in gambling or is it?
Give me an example of Grigri.
Here's an old hoodoo doctor, Grigri. Place a dime under your client's
It's
tongue.
time.
If the client is under a spell of any kind, the dime
Oh,
will turn
and then you
black.
can, yeah. More?
Give me an example of Grigri.
To send someone away, take a
Rotten
rotten
egg.
egg and
Write
write
the
that
name on
person's
it
name
9
on it
times?
9 times. You can
Okay,
also
then.
write on it where you want to send that person to. Take it and throw it against his door at
Take it and
midnight.
throw it against his door at midnight. Okay. Any more interesting
Give me
ones?
an example of Grigri.
Here's a nasty one.
To kill
To
someone?
kill someone, get a sock or shoe that belongs to that person.
Why would you?
Put graveyard dirt in
That's
it
black,
and bury it
dark
under the front
voodoo, isn't it?
steps.
Surely.
Does that
She knows
work?
nothing about dark
I don't
voodoo.
know. I never tried it.
But she's just told, well, obviously.
Give
Can
me
we
an
just keep
example of
asking
Grigri.
this? I mean,
To
probably
ensure
hundreds
the
of them.
safety of your child, cut a lock of its hair while it is still a baby and keep it with you. The child must have all its hair before it can die.
These are interesting.
So,
They're very
Wait.
old. The Grigri that I prepare is much more powerful, I can assure you.
okay.
But I don't give out those.
Doesn't give out his trade secrets, which is understandable. Tell us about your
Grimwald.
snake then.
What about her?
Well, tell us.
Where did you get Grimwald?
She belonged to a traveling reptile show. She was being terribly mistreated, so I offered to buy her. She's named after a spirit guide I had once.
Is she?
The spirit Grimwald was a very powerful female snake priestess in Egyptian times.
Doesn't sound like a very
Grimwald
Egyptian
doesn't
name
sound
to me.
Egyptian.
I only know what the spirits tell me, monsieur. I am sure they
Or they're
know
playing
better
with
than
you,
me.
or you're full of it. One of the two.
How did you learn how to handle Grimwald?
I told you, a great voodoo queen taught me.
She learned from Marie
learned
Laveau herself.
Marie Laveau herself.
Why, she must be old.
Fascinating. Would you consider giving me one of Grimwald's scales?
No, I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
You might do some gree-gree of your own, no? One must be very careful with such things.
Well, but it's
Hair
Gabriel. He
clippings,
doesn't know
nail
anything.
parings,
He
and
doesn't know how to
snake
do any of
skin.
this. He's not interested in that.
Are you sure you wouldn't consider giving me
Well,
one
there's a
of
shed
Grimwald's
skin. Maybe we
scales?
can get one from there.
I told you, I couldn't do that.
Fair enough.
How about showing me how you handle Grimwald?
Really?
Careful with that
You
phrase.
would like to see me dance, perhaps?
That would be swell.
Show me
No
how
matter
you
what you see, do not be
do
frightened.
not be frightened.
I'll give it my best shot.
I think I can manage that. But what we want, I think, is to get hold of this snake skin, the shed skin. She's gonna dance. Okay, that's lovely. In the meantime, I'm just gonna go there and it's not much of a dance, is it? Just holding the snake in one position and just wiggling her hips a little bit.
Gabriel grabs the shed snake skin while Magenta is otherwise occupied.
That's lovely. Let's take a look in our inventory at this snake skin while we've got a chance.
Gabriel magnifies the shed skin. The snake scales are hued brown. They don't
Okay.
match the scales from Lake Pontchartrain.
Okay, so it's not this snake then. That's exciting news. Not really, but... Can I get out of that now? Appears to be stuck. The game
There.
appears to be stuck.
Truly inspiring.
Or maybe it's
isn't
not.
it?
Maybe we just had to wait for her.
One word for you.
Have I got this stuck? Oh no, there we go. There we go. Right, so... What we're going to do is we're going to ask her about some of these codes that we had. If I remember rightly, we had a code there on Marie Laveau's
Symbols mean
tomb.
anything to you?
She's not going to tell us.
Ah, the voodoo code. It is very,
It's very secret.
Yes. I studied it with my mentor, the great Queen Tabitha.
Really?
Okay.
Great. Can you tell me what it says?
I'm afraid I could never translate this code for an outsider such as yourself.
Okay,
Mr.
so
Knight.
you can't do it for me. But how is there a way that you might do it for me? I mean,
Are you sure you can't translate this for me?
As I said, it's a very secret code.
Surely you can see I'm trying to learn as much as I can here. How am I supposed to become an insider if you won't help me?
That's true, I suppose. Perhaps if the Loa were to grant you their approval.
and how would they do that?
By using my Ask the Loa machine.
Okay.
Yes. A spirit guided me to it years ago in an antique store. And its guidance has never faltered. I trust it implicitly.
I see.
The spirits often work in mysterious ways, Mr. Knight. If you aren't willing to ask.
No, I'll ask. Let's see here.
Okay. So, what we have to do here is make it. There's a word that phrase you have to do from memory. You have to try and get this to say trusted friend. Now, so that's T. But I might have done that wrong. I don't know, maybe I'm... Can I reset that? I don't know if I've done the right thing. Right, hang on. That was the beginning, right? I don't know, let's do that's the third one. Maybe do that. I don't even know if that actually did anything. Not sure these are doing anything. Oh wait, no, maybe it is. Oh yeah, no, there we go, that is making sense now. Got the word friend at the bottom. Yeah, that's good, I guess. Oh no, look, there we go, that is starting to make sense. And there we go. We got the word
done,
trusted
Mr.
friend,
You have earned the Loa's approval.
which allows her
Truly, it's an
to...
honor. Now, about that code.
Let me see.
Okay. Well, there we go.
Well, some of it is nonsense, I'm afraid.
Some of
Whoever
it's
wrote
nonsense.
this wasn't very good.
But not all of
That's
it,
all right.
just some of it.
Just tell me what it said.
It starts with a D and J. Then, okay, this part makes sense. It says, conclave tonight, bring... Well, then there's more nonsense. F-W-E-T-K-A-S-H.
Some
The
kind of
last bit
cash?
might mean cash. Fresh cash? Doesn't make much sense.
It
That's
doesn't.
okay. Thanks. DJ Conclave
Conclave and
K-A-S-H.
cash. Okay, well, does that really actually
It's a
help
start.
anybody?
I'm happy I could help.
Okay, so I think she has told us all we can know.
Well, I guess I'll be going now.
As you wish. Do what you will. If it harm none.
Okay. I get you. I get what you're trying to say. Just gonna have a quick save of my game, just to... Don't know what's gonna happen, but I feel like we're starting to get towards some of the stranger things that are around. And we're gonna go and see Dr. John again at the old Voodoo Museum.
Why is it so dark in here?
And some fire.
Dr. John? Hello?
What's going on?
Uh-oh.
Oh god, we're getting attacked by a boa constrictor. Is there anything we can do? Well, there's a switch there, let's hit that. I don't know.
You bastard!
Oh, we scared the snake away with the... Yeah, because I remember hitting the switch. We scared the snake away with the air conditioning.
Mr. Knight.
Good day, Mr. Knight.
He did.
Yeah.
I am sorry. The museum is closed today, you see. We were not expecting visitors.
What?
But if you will excuse me, Mr. Knight, I must go look for him. He is incredibly valuable.
You don't need to
It's
ask
valuable.
twice. I'm out
Okay.
of here. By the way, you might want to lock your door the next time you're closed.
Not a bad idea. Goodbye, Mr. Knight.
Okay then, goodbye. Well, let's go back to the shop. To think about where else we might want to go.
Who, me? Nothing. Why?
You're kind of a pale green
He's a
color.
pale green
Come
colour.
Pale green, you say? Charming.
What's that on your face?
I'm sure you'll tell
What's
me.
what?
Looks like a sparkly or something. Got it.
I love it when you pick stuff off my face, Grace.
Well, excuse me.
Well, what is it? Did she give it to me? What's... Let's take a look at this.
There's something in the app.
Oh yeah, I need to go to my magnifying glass. And we'll use that on the ashtray instead, and then maybe we'll see whatever it is we've
There's
been
a
given.
snake scale in the ashtray.
Oh, it's like a blue snake scale. We'll have
The
that.
item in the ashtray is two.
Oh, I need to get the tweezers out. Whatever kind of joke you want to use with that, that's entirely up to you.
Gabriel finds a snake scale in the ashtray. It's a souvenir from the
Oh.
museum's python.
Now, that's like a blue scale. We have two blue scales. Let's combine these and
He
see.
places the two scales
I mean,
together.
they're
The two
identical, aren't they?
iridescent scales
As
are
near to
perfect
identical as
match.
possible. Well, okay. I think we might have all the information we need to get the case reopened. I think.
I'll be back later.
Have fun.
Let's get over here and get this case opened again. Oh, what in the world?
Three nearly identical little girls are playing jump rope outside. the
That's a little
gate.
disturbing.
There's something a little
Not gonna
off
lie.
about them.
Let's get in this police station right now. Something's very off about those people, isn't it? Very, very off, if you ask me. It's just a bit creepy.
Night. Come on in.
Hey, how's it going? So I'm going to talk to you.
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
Yeah. Let's talk about these people that died.
Dead.
What? What are you talking about? I let him go yesterday.
Yeah, and now he's dead.
And I watched him die yesterday at St. Louis Cathedral.
At the cathedral? I guess he was trying to get a last-minute A-train ticket, huh? Poor bastard.
I think you should go find the body at the morgue. He was killed by the voodoo cult.
Yeah.
Crash said? What, he mentioned pink elephants too?
Pink elephants,
Aren't
come
you
off
going
it.
to investigate?
Civilians. Did you actually see someone kill him?
No, actually I was with him when he died.
Could have been poison, yeah.
Yeah, well, when they get the body in...
I think he was strangled by his own snake tattoo, but I think I'm just being...
If it's anything other than an overdose, I'll get a report.
Okay, fine. But what about Hartridge?
There's been another murder. A professor at Tulane.
Oh, Christ. You're not gonna start this again.
Just listen. This guy's name is Hartridge. He was a professor in African Studies at Tulane. Now, yesterday I went to see him about the voodoo murders case. He agreed to do some research for me. He calls me up this morning, tells me he's on to something big.
Something big.
When I get over there, the guy's dead.
Yeah.
You know, you're really getting your ass in a sling.
I am, but I want to solve it.
It's not about me.
Sufficiently.
Look, Partridge's death looked just like Crash's. I'm telling you, they were both murdered, and by the same people who did the voodoo murders.
I think we're going to have to...
Crash or this new guy have their hearts ripped out?
Well, no.
No.
Then there's nothing to link either to the voodoo murders M.O. Besides that, the
Unless it's someone that wants to cover it.
If the coroner's report asks for a homicide investigation on either of these guys, fine. But it's not going to be related to the voodoo murders case unless we find damn good reason to do so.
But
okay.
I'm the link to the voodoo murders, Kate.
Look, if I were you,
don't repeat
I
that.
wouldn't repeat that to anyone. Because if I weren't an old friend of yours, I might
take me seriously and lock me up.
Lock you up. As it is, maybe you should start keeping your mouth shut and not involve other people with this shit if you think it's so dangerous.
Okay, well I think you need to reopen
How
the case.
can I convince you to reopen the case?
I already...
Yeah, well I think I can prove these things.
Get me...
So exit out of that for one moment and we'll go to our inventory. And what do we need to show him? There's a few things we can show him. We want to show him that. To show him this.
Marks you found around the murder victims? This is a reconstruction of the whole pattern.
What makes you
the
think
beginning.
this is an accurate reconstruction?
Well, I borrowed the partial patterns from your police file and did my own tracing of the pattern at Lake Pontchartrain. An architectural artist reconstructed it for me from the partials.
Yeah.
Really? So this is the whole pattern, huh? That's pretty good work, Knight. But
It
that
is.
doesn't prove that this pattern is really connected to voodoo.
But some notes do, if I just can get to them. So then we want to show him Hartridge's notes about that.
I have this.
Which is
Take
his
a look at
proof
these notes.
that they're...
They're from Professor Hartridge at Tulane University.
Yeah? What about him?
They confirm that the pattern from the murders is of African origin.
Really?
African origin.
That's incredible, isn't it? Something like that showing up here.
It's been here for quite some time, so it seems.
I'm impressed. Okay, you convinced me. The murders were done by a legitimate voodoo cult.
Oh, so he's convinced by that. Well, let me show him some other information that might help. This article about voodoo might be a useful thing to show him
This is a
too.
newspaper clipping about a murder committed in 1810. That murder is an exact match of the voodoo murders, right down to the marks around the bodies.
Well, there you go.
This does sound like the same M.O. 1810.
1810.
1810, yeah.
They killed then, they're killing now. Isn't that proof that they're likely to kill again? Or that they are a threat?
I mean, this is all conjecture, really, isn't it? But, just convinced there's a threat. It's So now we have to show him the damning piece of evidence, which is these snake scales.
I have these 2 snake scales. One's from the crime scene at Lake Pontchartrain. The other's from a snake in the Voodoo Museum on Ursulines and Charters.
Is this common? Do they all look alike?
Not at all. They're both constrictor scales.
Oh, excuse me, I just knocked my microphone.
The python's coloring is quite individualistic.
A python?
That's
But
right.
we're good.
Hardly an indigenous snake to Louisiana. Somehow,
Yeah.
some way, the Voodoo Museum's python was at the scene of the Lake Pontchartrain murder.
Well, I'd call that a lead, all right. It definitely suggests certain lines of inquiry at the museum. Not bad work, Knight. Okay, I'll reopen the case. I hate to admit it, but you've done some
But there we
pretty
go.
good detective
We've
work
done
here,
it. We've
Knight.
opened the case
Well, you know
again.
what they say, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
And now we
Well,
can properly investigate the
Glad I
voodoo
can inspire
murders.
you. I'll check around the department, but I have a feeling I'm on my own. I'll be in touch. Meanwhile, you stay out of trouble. I mean it.
Stay out of trouble, I mean it. Yeah.
Thanks, bud.
Good point. Well, I think we're good.
Now lay low and let me handle this.
Yeah, fine.
So let's get out of here then. Where's he going? He just walked out the door? I wonder if those people are still out there. Yep, they're still there, look. Can I talk to them?
Hey there, girls.
The little girls stare at Gabriel, but say nothing to him.
I'm a little scared. I'm scared. What are they doing that for? Well, I'm not wanting to find out. Let's just get
It's
away.
getting late.
Oh,
Gabriel
looks like it's another
decides
day
to
over.
Go home for the day.
I think we've done 2 in-game days. I think that will probably be the best place to finish. Is he trying to phone again?
Damn.
Oh, looks like he's not getting through to his... I'm guessing it's the person who's like a drug to him. Malia. Oh, but he is having the dream again. There's the snake again. And there's the rare bookshop. And there's Gabriel getting choked by a snake. And a hanging. Well, there you go. And that's that evening over. We come to the end of day 5 and we begin day 6. Let's see what the little highlight there is. Day 6. And then the night became as day. I glimpsed nature's reddest claw. The face of fear looked back at me as I gazed into the maw. Here comes the newspaper. Here comes Grace. She'll pick up the newspaper and she'll come in. So it's a new morning. Yeah. Oh. Oh my word. What was that? Chicken?
What is it? What's wrong?
Gabriel!
I see it, Grace. Hold on.
It's
There's
chicken
no one
on the
in shop,
ground.
and I know there's no one in the back. It's okay.
Okay? Gabriel, that thing is still barely alive. How could someone do this?
With a knife, maybe?
Oh, God, don't even start. We should call the police.
Call the
No,
police.
I'll
Yeah.
take care of it.
No.
Gabriel?
Yeah, police
I
are
said I'll
useless
take
in this
care of it.
situation.
Why don't you go get some coffee? I'll have it all cleaned up before you get back.
They know where you live now.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fine.
They probably worked that
Now
out.
go on.
Okay, she's back, I
I'm
guess.
sure you don't want to go home. I could close the shop today.
No, I'd rather keep busy. I'll be fine.
She'll be fine, and
At
that
least
guy's not
creepy
there.
guy is gone. Not that they aren't still watching. Anyway, speaking of keeping busy, we got that book you ordered in this morning. The one on Rada drums.
Really? Great.
Awesome. So we got a book about Rada drums.
Gabriel!
I see it. Stay back.
Special delivery, it seems.
And we've got a letter. So let's take that letter. Pick it up. And yeah, so we're going to save our game right now. And we're going to finish up for the evening. So I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen so far today. We'll be back with more Gabriel Night. Maybe not tomorrow, probably the day after, because we want to maybe see a bit something different on Xbox tomorrow. For now, that's great. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I hope to tune in again in future. Drop a follow if you've enjoyed what you've seen. Maybe pass the news on to your friends if you think it's good enough. And yeah, that would be great. Remember to keep an eye on my Twitter page. It's twitter.com/supernautus. That's where I'll let you know when I am going live. Generally speaking, around about 10 o'clock UK time. We're almost up to date with YouTube videos as well. On YouTube, I'm down as Supernautus Streams, so you can watch my older streams, the ones obviously that are no longer visible on Mixer. If you like. We've obviously completed a few games over the past little while, and we've enjoyed that, so that's been good. But for now, thank you very much. Hope you'll tune in next time, and